Bring me Ethan and John.
Bring them to me now.
Hey everybody, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm your friend Ethan Van Sciver. It's good to be with you. 27-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media. Great to be with you guys here as I bust out a quick live stream with you. I hope that that's okay. I've been mostly doing recorded videos lately. I don't know if you've noticed that, if you've watched them, if you have. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. We appreciate you here. Everybody who is a supporter of this channel has my thanks, has Andrea's thanks, has the Van Sciver family's thanks, and thank you. This channel can only grow because you guys support it, and we're grateful for each and every one of you that likes every video, shares every video, attends the live stream, sends super chats, and more than anything, check and see that you're still subscribed. And if you're not, could you subscribe, please? Subscribe to this channel. I'd really, really appreciate it. Doing these incredible videos about the death of DC Comics. I needed a muse. I needed something to speak about. And lo and behold, there's all kinds of crazy news coming out of Burbank, which is where DC Comics, Warner Brothers, is located. AT&T is pulling those puppet strings and making it all happen and bringing everything to a close. And, you know, a lot of people are mad at me because I'm right. I don't know why people are mad at me when I'm right. I told you this would happen. I offered you ways to be prepared for this. You guys, of course, are prepared. You guys have been ready for all of these eventualities. You've expected them because you're here on this channel. But many people are shocked by this. And all they can do is say, oh, my God, you know, it's this. Well, why didn't you just listen? Why couldn't you listen to your boy Zach? Why couldn't you listen to Doug Ernst? Why couldn't you listen to just some guy? Why couldn't you listen to yours truly? It would be great if you guys had done that. Now, let me see what's going on in the chat. Let me say hello to you guys. Let's see. Paperback Art says, yo, E. Well, hello, you. Great to see you, Paperback Art. Bayona Rad says DC Comics is dying now. Yeah, they've been dying for a long time. I mean, the minute that they signed this deal with AT&T, they were signing their own death warrant. AT&T is not at all interested in publishing comic books. I know that's shocking to people. But you can't imagine a world without DC Comics, but seasons change. People change. Let's see. Fenrir the Ice Wolf says, Geoff Johns, seriously? Are these people stupid or did they just love losing money or both? We are going to talk about that. Geoff Johns is still doing work for DC. Indeed, I believe that he is planning on doing a sequel to 3 Jokers for DC. That makes sense. But DC had him locked down and exclusive. And the fact that DC did not secure the rights to do Geoff's independent creator-owned projects is insane. It's insane. You know, let's see. Darth Bobcat says, to what extent has Comicsgate sped this up? I'm not sure that we sped it up at all. I don't think we're responsible for this. I do think that there are people who are supporting Comicsgate now who abandoned the mainstream, who stopped buying these comic books when they started to feel insulted by them. Again, there's a great slogan, without respect, we reject. That is the mantra of Comicsgate customers, Fandom Menace customers, Weeb Wars, ladies and gentlemen. You guys demand to be respected, and you know, we try our best to produce the kind of content that you guys like, you know, it's important that we do that. Otherwise, you leave, and then once you leave, I guess that does speed up the process of you know, a company like DC Comics disappearing. Raging Golden Eagles here. Hey, buddy. He says Geoff probably didn't want to work for cat food at the new DC. Well, there's that, and also it's likely that Geoff Johns is tired of being called a racist by Ray Fisher, otherwise known as Cryborg from the Justice League movie. Warner Brothers is investigating him and I guess trying to protect him in a way, but all of this shit is coming out into the media about Geoff. Geoff is the coolest, nicest fellow. Does he have a bit of an ego? Sure, we all do. His is well earned, but he is not the type of guy who would threaten somebody's career unduly. He would not make subtle or even overt racist comments. It's just not who he is. This is total bullshit. Ray Fisher's a liar. Jordan Clark says, I'll have to watch later, but have a great day. Jeff needs to do an Indiegogo. I don't think he does need to do an Indiegogo, but he should. He should do an Indiegogo. I'm sure they're going to pay him very, very, very well. Hire Geoff Johns for Cyberfrog. No, I mean, if Geoff Johns wanted to do something with me, the answer would be yes, but not Cyberfrog. Anything but that. That's for me. Laserpant says, "Hail Lord Ethan, Frog Slayer." Oh, that makes me sad. Yeah, we lost Trick. Trick did not acclimate well to the tank, to the house. I don't know what it was, but we did lose him. Thank you, everybody who sent sympathies. Of course, some SJWs did tap dance on Little Trick Ron's grave, my pet frog, and say it's because you're toxic. You're toxic to little frogs and your peers. How dare you? What a horrible thing to say. These people have no couth at all. Paperback Art says, bring me Geoff Johns. Bring him to me now. Bring him to me now. Bring me Geoff Johns. Bring him to me now. Yeah. I mean, without question, that is probably Liam's greatest moment, to wit.
Bring me Ethan and John.
Bring them to me now.
I love it. I love that so much. All right, so let's get on with the show here. We've got enough people in here. Geoff Johns and Gary Frank's new comic Geiger from Image in April. This is Bleeding Cool. I've been using Bleeding Cool as a source lately because Rich Johnson does have sources within DC Comics. And frankly, everybody who's being fired over there, everyone who is being told that they better learn to code, they're signing non-disclosure agreements, but Rich Johnson still seems to have a source inside there, and his source is telling him that everything that I said was going to happen is actually happening now. And it's great. I mean, it's not great that this is happening, but it's great to be right. And people have to understand, when you're sitting there making like adequate predictions based on what you're hearing and my small knowledge of business and the way corporations work, admittedly, I feel like I'm making common sense predictions about what's happening and interpreting the information that I have accurately. And people are calling you crazy and a liar. And then it turns out that everything's right. Of course, we're going to celebrate. So this is the thing. Everybody is a lot of crazy stuff is going on, and Rich Johnson is following it all. And this is I don't know if this is actually mentioned in this article. It's not really driven home how dramatic this is. Geoff Johns and Gary Frank. Gary Frank, one of three, in my opinion, of the best artists working at DC Comics. And they're all Geoff Johns guys. Gary Frank, Ivan Rice, and Jay Fabik are the three best artists working at DC. And lo and behold, Geoff Johns cannot find a good place at DC Comics to do his indie creation, his creator-owned book, and he has to leave and go do it for Image, and he takes Gary Frank with him. God, that's so stupid. When Geoff Johns left DC Comics as chief creative officer, by the way, Geoff Johns was fired after the Justice League debacle. Justice League, the movie, was an absolute catastrophe. I don't think it was his fault. I think he did the best that he could. But you can't lose that much money for Warner Brothers and still hang on to your job. Heads will roll, and heads did roll. All right, so he left as chief creative officer. He stated that DC Comics would be publishing a number of creator-owned comic book series under his imprint Killing Zone. And one of those would be with his Doomsday Clock and Earth One Batman collaborator, Gary Frank. Okay, awesome. Well, things change. Things do change, don't they, Ray Fisher? Things do change, don't they, AT&T? How can these guys... it's like, I understand you have to pare things down. This is the one thing that you keep. You do not throw out the baby with the bathwater. Geoff Johns and Gary Frank and their new collaboration. This is going to become something that is going to be on TV. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be something. You might want to hang on to it. No? All right. So things do change. And now Geoff Johns and Gary Frank will be publishing their new creator-owned comic book, Geiger. through Image Comics instead. Fresh off the biggest selling comic in the direct market this year so far, Batman 3 Jokers. The only book that's like making big money, that's making 90s money for DC right now. Batman 3 Jokers. That's writer Geoff Johns and Jay Fabic. Writer Geoff Johns will see Geiger #1 published in comic shops in April 2021. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. I'm a big fan of Gary Frank. He draws the way I want to draw, I think. I think so. I don't know. I end up drawing the way that I draw. But if I drew like Gary Frank, if when I set pen to paper, it came out like Gary Frank, I'd be very, very happy. This is just beautiful work. And you look at the moon back here and just the silhouette of this crater. This is a very bold move. The silhouette right here. And then you see a little campfire there. I don't know what to say. It's terrific. It really is terrific. Gary and I have been secretly working. This is Geoff Johns. Gary and I have been secretly working away on Geiger since we finished up Doomsday Clock earlier this year. And we couldn't be more excited to be doing our first creator-owned book for Image. Now that we're for Image, when was the last time? The last time Geoff Johns left DC was when I went to Marvel. I brought him to Marvel with me, and he was doing Avengers. He hated it, and he stayed at DC Comics. He's been at DC Comics ever since. Now he's working for Image. What? If you don't understand that this is the end of DC Comics yet, if you still think I'm wrong, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how else they lost Geoff Johns. Now we're miles ahead of the release schedule. We can finally talk about it. Geiger was inspired by the early days of Image when wonderfully all new graphic characters like Todd McFarlane's Spawn and Eric Larson's Savage Dragon and so many more were at the forefront of their publishing line. Oh, I wonder if anybody is going to say to Geoff Johns, oh, look at these incels trying to bring back the 1990s into comics. Oh, look at these weirdos. Look at these losers bringing back the 1990s. Hello, it's the 2020s. I wonder if anybody's going to say that to Geoff Johns as this book sells 1 million copies. And that is my prediction. I think it will sell 1 million copies. He says, it was such an exciting time as a reader for us, and we're hoping to tap into that excitement again with the unexpected and unknown with Geiger. Doomsday Clock's Brad Anderson is bringing his beautiful palette to the book. So the colorist, Brad Anderson. Good, very good, but he's, I think Kyle Ritter is just as good, or if not better. Who are the scavengers of a dying earth? All right, so this is the outline of the book. This is the pitch. We got to get comic skaters to sell their comic books as succinctly as this. You need to have an elevator pitch. Who are the scavengers of a dying earth? Geiger is set in the years since a nuclear war ravaged the planet. Desperate outlaws for battle for survival in a world of radioactive chaos. Out past the poison wasteland lives a man even the night crawlers and organ people fear. Some call him Joe Glow. Others call him the Meltdown Man. But his name is Geiger. Frank, so it's a superhero. He's got a name. Frank added, it feels like we've been assembling this monster in a hidden tower for an age and waiting for the right storm to pass. I think we have something full of heart and horror and humanity. And now we're close. I'm hugely excited to see it released into the world. And here we have some sample artwork. And of course, it is just spectacular. Yeah. At Image, nothing gives us more satisfaction than showcasing. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. At Image, nothing gives us more satisfaction than showcasing extraordinary talent. So publishing new work by the likes of Geoff Johns and Gary Frank is a true event, says Eric Stevenson, publisher and chief creative officer at Image Comics. There are few writers in modern comics whose names carry the same weight as Geoff's. And Gary has been one of the industry's best artists for over 2 decades, so it's been difficult to contain the excitement we all have working with him on this incredible new series. All right, so Eric Stevenson clearly does not get the same respect from me that Geoff and Gary do. Geiger #1 will be available at comic book shops, if they still exist, Larry, in April of 2021 on the usual digital platforms. So here's the book. This is interesting. Why this? Why the checkerboard here? Geiger, Mushroom Cloud. I love this stuff. One of the great regrets of my life is that we never set off more nuclear weapons. We really need to do more atomic atmospheric testing. I think we need to do it. I mean, I know Kennedy put a halt to it, but he's been dead for a long time. I think we need to bring it back. I would like to witness a mushroom cloud in the desert with like a set of spectacles on, We missed out on that. We missed out on the 40s and 50s. We missed out on watching atomic bomb testing. All right, so this is incredible, and let me see the conversation here. Yeah, Alex Nelson. Man, DC has been making some very questionable decisions this year, to put it lightly. I don't think DC is making any decisions. I think AT&T is making decisions and imposing them on DC. And until you understand that, all of this is going to seem mystical to you. But AT&T should not be losing Geoff Johns. This is the thing. AT&T should be keeping Geoff Johns. If this was truly going to be a DC imprint and they lost it to Image, that's a huge mistake, especially with Johns coming off the Doomsday Clock and 3 Jokers. And here's the answer. Johns isn't popular with AT&T after the Justice League controversy. What a bunch of losers. I think he's still under investigation. But this also isn't the type of book DC currently distributes. Well, maybe it should be. Well, let me see 2 more comments. He's written 2 of the biggest series DC has published in the last 2 years and produced Stargirl. Outside of what Ray Fisher has tweeted, there have been none. There have never been any complaints about Johns before nor after. So I think he's fine at DC. That is your second point that explains this book being at Image. So why does it matter? Why would it matter? This is an opportunity to share a property that's it's going to be well thought out. I think it's going to be a hit-selling comic book. It might actually make a lot of money. So it is confusing to me. It is weird that the DC Comics is officially losing Geoff Johns. Makes 0 sense. It makes 0 sense to me. But I think this is what happens, I guess, when a company goes under, when a company is, being downsized, it's insolvent, it's going to be reduced to just a handful of comics that maintain their biggest IPs. It's not a place to do creative work anymore. It just isn't, and that's that ain't gonna help it. That ain't gonna help the books that they are gonna put out. I predict another year, guys. I think it's going to be, I think this year you're going to see things shrink down real small. March, you're going to see a lot of books canceled, a lot more people fired, a lot more people looking for work. And by the end of the year, that's going to be it. I mean, we see what happened to Michelle Wells in the young adult novel experiment. That didn't work out very well. She put out like a handful of books and immediately got fired. So it's not like they're giving these experiments too long to succeed. They're not letting them breathe, really. So, all right, let me see what's going on in the chat with you guys. Hello. Gary's art is just beautiful, says Fried Weiss. Fried Weiss, it's great to see you again. It's nice to have you in the chat. Classic Comicsgate participant. I really, it's weird. I was watching a bunch of your boy Zach's old live streams and just thoroughly enjoying them. Missed those things. And you, of course, were a big part of those. So it's nice to see you in my chat. John Henry says Geoff Johns is better than Alan Moore. In my opinion, yes. In my opinion, absolutely. He's a little bit more down to earth. He's a little bit more of a blue collar kind of superhero writer. Alan Moore is a lunatic. But Geoff Johns appeals to the masses, I think. And his work is easy to understand. It's full of heart. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Geoff. So I'm honored to have gotten to work with him so much. I got to do, I'd say, a good 1/3 of my work over the course of my career was with Geoff Johns, and I'm definitely grateful for that. Darth Sakarian says, just joined your live stream. You are a serious talent. Oh, thank you, Darth. I love your work and your jacket, killer. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I had this jacket made for me. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can turn it around. Da-da-da. How do you like that? Death from above. Death from above. And that is if I'm about to sit on you, I guess. I don't know. They lost him. They need help finding him. No, they lost him to Image. They couldn't make him as good of a deal as they did with Image. GL Prime 2814 says we need Uncle E to buy the rights to Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern properties to save them from becoming soy. Yeah, not interested. I did think about Plastic Man, honestly. I was like, these properties, some of the ones that they're not going to be using are going to be available and they're going to be expensive. I could do Plastic Man, but at the end of the day, I give up on that. I just give up on my dream of Plastic Man. I'm just going to go ahead and do and do Cyberfrog and my other properties. We've got Rainbow Brute. Rainbow the Brute is launching, guys. And I hope you're excited about this. November 29th, Sunday, my dad's going to be here. We're going to do a big live stream launch. For people who are asking, Rainbow Brute is going to have a 24-hour variant cover. It is going to be, there is going to be a 4,000 edition, only 4,000 of the executive lunchbox editions, which they're gonna kind of look like lunchboxes, but they're gonna be briefcases made of tin with a lock on them and a little handle that are going to contain all of the Rainbow Brute books. We're going to do many books, and I am going to be reaching out to certain comic skaters to see if they want to do a little Rainbow Brute stuff. Metal Movies and Brewski says it's Friday the 13th. Back Butch Cleaver on Indiegogo Comicsgate. Absolutely. Make sure to do that. I'll get back. Let me go backwards and read all these super chats. Superfly Ghost says all caps Comics 2021 Cyberfrog Creed Snowman. Yeah, we're there. We've got Snowman. Well, I gotta convince Trent to come over here and be published through All Caps Comics. He is on the fence about it. You know, it's like we'd have to make a really good deal with him. Snowman's already in the bag. I'm going to publish Snowman. I made a really good arrangement with Matt Martin, and Snowman is going to be coming out next year. I'm not sure when I'm launching it yet. Maybe soon. Maybe December. December might be a good time to launch Snowman. We've got the artwork being colored right now. We're preparing the campaign. 200 Watt Studio says, I read the entire Geoff Johns Green Lantern run and loved it. Great as his Flash run. Image is lucky to have him. Can't wait for the Three Jokers trade and the Three Jokers sequel, which is coming up as well. Let's see. Okay, let me pick up the other stuff. And then I got a video that I want to watch with you guys real quick. It's weird, man. Weird stuff happens. Let me see. Monetization. And thank you guys. I'm seeing my backer count go up. Not my backer count, my subscriber count. Thank you. If you're here visiting and you're not a subscriber, would you please hit that subscribe button and double check and make sure that you still are subscribed and the bell is rung? I think YouTube spent a long time unsubscribing people from my channel without their permission. And if that's you, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider coming back. I am going to work really hard at building up my channel. I've got the energy up. I was telling Andrea, I was like, I felt a little bit of like self-doubt about making it. She's like, why? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, am I going to keep making these videos? I love it. I'm having so much fun right now. 2 videos a day and maybe a live stream every other day. If that appeals to you, if you like my content, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit like on my videos. And I know, we have an ironic relationship where you guys are mean to me, but if you secretly love me and want me to succeed, please help me out and share my videos. Darth Bobcat says, to what extent has Comicsgate sped this up? Oh, I read that one. Let's see. Have a great day. Hail Lord Ethan Frog. Oh, that made me sad. Let's see. Raging Golden Eagle says, where can we buy that jacket? And do they sell them in human sizes? No, only elephant. Peppermint Oil Capsule says, what did Geoff Johns ever do to Grace Randolph? Shit stir. I don't know. I heard that she had a problem with Jeff. I don't know. I don't understand, guys. I really don't. I don't get why there's a problem with Geoff Johns at all. I have seen no proof, no evidence that he's ever been anything that they're saying he is, and I will stand up for him. He stood up for me. And I really, my career at DC Comics wouldn't have been the same without him. So there's no way I'm going to be disloyal to him now. Paul K says, hey, Ethan, that's a pretty gay jacket. Thanks. Let's see. F. Gary Frank, you are the man. Uncle E says, Craig Speck. Well, thanks. I'm glad you like my work. Gary Frank is phenomenal, though. And if I'm half as good as Gary Frank, that's great. That's good enough for me. Pete Callen says, it's going to be so bizarre seeing Jeff's name on an image book. I'll definitely be buying it in Geoff Johns We Trust. I'll be buying it, too. I'll probably order it from Larry or Dennis Barger or one of these. You know what? I mean, Larry's Comics, he's kind of Comicsgate sympathetic. And if you would order from him, that would be great. Pete Callen says it's good. Okay, I read that one. GL Prime. No, I read that one. Metal Movies and Brewskis. Pete Callen says no one understands what made DC Comics so great like Geoff Johns does. Yeah, I agree with that. He really understood these characters. Zach picking up the question would be epic, says Mike Jenkins. So the question is kind of a detective character with a blank face. Yeah, Zach would be great at that. Captain Chokeout says, if Ethan was on stage, I'd throw my underwear at him. Thanks, Captain Chokeout. I appreciate it. Let me refresh this and see what else came in. Let's see. Krista Joe says, hi, Ethan. How is Bleeding Cool going to stay relevant with the collapsing industry? I don't see it surviving with just movie and TV news due to beer bug. Well, there's always stuff to say, even because of beer bug. Bleeding Cool is probably going to be just fine as long as they just stay with industry pop culture gossip. I think there's a lot to talk about. Nathaniel Larson says 2020 COVID is overblown. Joe cheated in the election. Epstein didn't kill himself, and The Last Jedi still sucks. I agree. Harry Bergeron says back hero potential on Indiegogo now, closes in 8 days. Also check out development on my YouTube. Brad Frederick says, how much will the Rainbow Brew executive tier cost? $200. $200 is the subscription fee of all of my campaigns. And of course, the way it works is I say for $200, this is what comes in the subscription. And as the campaign gets bigger and bigger, then more stuff gets added. There's no guarantee that more stuff is going to get added. That's the situation with crowdfunding. But the bigger the campaign gets, like Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet made $1.1 million. So your $200 investment in the executive box obviously turned out to be very, very fruitful and profitable. If the campaign doesn't do so good, you'll get what I offered you originally. But I think Rainbow Brew is going to be a good investment. I do think it's going to sell very, very well. So I hope that you will consider backing the $200 executive tier briefcase / lunchbox tier for Rainbow the Brew. Simple Jack says, hey, bud, Apple Pie Fund. Oh, I'm trying not to. Okay, I was at Target today, and I bought a gigantic Kit Kat bar. And Andrea said, I do not stand by this purchase. And I said, I know. And she said, you're going to put that in your face? I said, yes. And so we walked around, we finished our shopping, and I took the Kit Kat bar and, I'm about to put it up on the counter to pay for it. And I put it back. Today I woke up and she was proud of me. She gave me a little kissy, a little smooch. Today I woke up, I got on my Peloton. I did my workout and felt great. I feel good today. I feel good because of that. Waking up and doing a little workout felt good. I didn't eat very much today. Andrea made me a nice steak for dinner. And that was about all I ate today. And I feel like I'm burning a little fat here. So thanks. People, fat shaming does work if you want it to work. I never minded being called fat. But Andrea is saying, I don't stand by that. Just Andrea saying, you eating that Kit Kat bar, I don't stand by that. Oh, okay. Well, let me fix that. That works much better than fat shaming. Eric McIntyre says, just shave your head, Ethan. It's time for you to let it go. I say this with love and with the least amount of respect as possible. Other people disagree with you. I'm leaving it. Empyrean Vol says the question is literally public domain right now. DC only holds the trademark, not the copyright. That is a tricky thing to navigate. Fragaboom says, F yes, damn, it feels good to be Comicsgate. Of course it does, Dan. It's great to see you, my friend. We got a couple more super chats. Thank you guys for these tips, donations. Appreciate it. Tuna Watt Studio says, Atomic Comics doing an EVS cover for John's book. I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about that, but that would be interesting. Cranberry Langer says, this is nuts. Geoff Johns, bye-bye. End of a good idea, people. End of DC Comics, including yourself, EVS. Bro is buying one of your comics, Cyberfrog books. Hey, thank you, Cranberry Langers. Thank you for buying my books. And let me just show you. Today we had Kyle Ritter turn in the colors for the cover. Well, I'll show you this first. For the cover of is this it? Of Salamandroid, Death's Sting. Here it is. I'm blown away by this. So this is a wraparound triptych cover. It is going to be glow in the dark. This is the secondary book to Wreck Planet. So when you buy Wreck Planet and you're reading Wreck Planet, it picks up right where Blood Honey left off. And then the question is, where is Salamandroid? What happened to Salamandroid? Those questions are going to be answered in this book, Salamandroid Death's Sting. You'll find out what happened to Salamandroid after the invasion. And it's going to be a nice 20-page story with a backup section of all the supervillains. And it's going to be nice. The cover is triple gatefold and glow in the dark. That means the center section is going to be the front cover. Then there's the back cover on the to the left. And then the right side portion of the piece will fold out of the cover, so you'll be able to lay it flat and get the whole image. I might do something else with this piece, but no plans yet. I was thinking about making a mouse pad with it. I think it would make a nice mouse pad for sale. And all that stuff. But for now, this is just the cover of Salamandroid Death's Sting, and I hope you like it. It is part of the Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet campaign, which is right here. As you can see, I already put it up. And let me just take a minute here. Forgot to hit audio. Let's take a minute and just enjoy this. Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet is very close to 1.1 million and 5,000. So 5,000 will be the next landmark. If you haven't backed it yet, now would be a good time. Get the PVC toys that come with the Wreck Planet book. Buy a Salamandroid PVC and make sure that you have the Salamandroid Death Sting book. Here is the video.
My name is Heather Swain. Philadelphia has always been my home. Life was good until it happened. I'm friends with a cybernetic enhanced human-like frog created to save Earth. Nobody appreciated or understood him, but I did. We were good friends who enjoyed hanging out with a bucket from the chicken fry. Just me, Cyberfrog, and his very large brother, Salamandroid. Until the invasion hit. They rained from the sky. These space invader giant hornets attacked everyone, killing more than could stay alive, and covered the earth with giant blood honey hives. They can't fly near trees, so we hid in the woods, burning endless fires to keep them away, wearing red so they can't see and kill us all. The last time I saw Cyberfrog, he told me he'd track me down. But it's been decades, and there's been no sign of him. Yet I can't shake the feeling he is not gone. I believe he will return again. We need Cyberfrog and his brother Salamandroid to return and fight off these invaders, to take back our wrecked planet, so we can live without fear. If you see my friend Cyberfrog, tell him I need him. We need him to save the world. This is Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. Join the fight.
Join the fight, everyone. Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. If you haven't backed it yet, please do. Please back and get a copy of this comic book. Honestly, the best thing to do, in my opinion, is to go down here and get. Let me see. Scroll down. No, not that. Right here, both comics, Wrecked Planet and Salamandroid for $50. Get this tier, and then at checkout, get a Salamandroid. Add a Salamandroid PVC to your purchase, And basically, I think for $75, you'll get one of everything, except for the variant covers. You'll get one of all of the published books that come out, all the cards, all the stickers. So for $75, it's a pretty good deal. And that would be what I recommend that you do if you're going to back this campaign and haven't done it yet. And thank you guys for your support. Also, of course, closing out in 2 weeks, Cyberfrog warts and all. We're going to close this campaign out, and then we're going to launch Rainbow Brute. Cyberfrog warts and all is all of the books from the 1990s together in one hardcover. Hey, Indiegogo backers, it's Cyberfrog warts and all, the complete collection of every Cyberfrog comic from the 1990s in one hardcover omnibus collection. More than 328 pages of frog fun gathered together for the first time ever for one low price, with plenty of amazing stretch goal bonuses to keep fans jumping. Back it today, only on Indiegogo. Now, we're going to give it another 2 weeks. I already ordered the print run, and the print run is about another 500 copies. So, that's when we're going to stop. I'm just going to see if we can sell through as many of them as we can. And at that point, I'm probably going to pull this campaign down so that we can make room for Rainbow Brute, which is going to be a monster. I put in the order for warts and all. I ordered a certain number of the junior executive box with the slipcase and the Frogapalooza hardcover zine. It's going to be a hardcover once we get to 400,000. We're going to get there. And also, I ordered the same exact number, actually, of the just plain book itself for $30. This book has blown up. I said that it was 328 pages in the ad. It's actually 416 now and growing exponentially. It's become an enormous book. We've got the whole thing laid out here, putting it together so that you can see what we're doing. This is the book map of the whole thing. And it just goes, look at this. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. There's a lot of Cyberfrog comics in here. And, everything that you're missing. I had somebody send me a super chat that said, what was the censored page? And it's like, don't worry. They heard about the censored page from the 1990s. That is going to be in here. Every single thing that ever came out of Cyberfrog in the 1990s, including all the interviews, magazine ads, all of that is in. There's the censored page right there. Here's the coupon to get your censored page, front and back. We're going to reprint that, and the censored page itself. So you will not miss a darn thing. Look at the action figure design for Playmates Toys. That's in here too. So everything is there, and I think you're going to be happy with it. I certainly hope that you will be happy with it. Okay, so everyone, let me get back to you here and see how you're doing. What? More pages? You lied. Refund now. I know. I'm sorry. I'm giving you more than you thought you were going to get. Still $30. The amount, I would like to know how much money that is per page, but I'm bad at math. We are going over the top. We're going over the top to make sure that you guys are happy. Most definitely. Okay, so one more thing. I saw a video, just getting off topic of comics, and thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for supporting Cyberfrog and supporting all these Comicsgate books. I was watching this video on the news, and I thought I would share it with you. This is unfortunate. Imagine needing a heart transplant. Imagine needing a heart transplant, and a heart becomes available to you, and it is flown in via helicopter, and you're waiting for that helicopter to come in, and the helicopter crashes. This is unbelievable. I saw this on the news. It's up on YouTube now. I want to share this video. This is
Friday
insane.
Afternoon, I'm Maria Arcega-Dunn. We begin with breaking news. A helicopter from San Diego carrying a heart for transplant has crashed in Los Angeles.
Look at that. Like, you're sitting there waiting for the heart to come, and the guy flying it in on a helicopter. I mean, these things don't last. These organs do not last very long. Look at this.
Phil Blair has the details for us. Phil.
What is all that? Is that blood everywhere? That can't be blood. That would be terrible if it was. Sorry, we landed a helicopter on your heart that we're going to transplant.
All right, Maria, we've got a couple pieces of video we want to show you, but basically they got the heart out, and you can see that.
Look at it. Look, they got the heart out of the helicopter. They rescued it. They put it in a bag, and they hand it to this guy here. This is incredible.
The doctors here on top of this Keck USC hospital.
Now, this is the worst thing imaginable. Watch this guy. This guy's got the heart.
Understand, were hurt in this crash.
This is almost like a joke.
Gillespie Field, and then it was going to Los Angeles.
This is
for
almost
the
like a
transplant.
skit.
You see the doctor.
There he goes.
Here,
He
man.
got the
Suddenly
heart.
Hits his piece of metal
shit.
on the ground and drops the
That-
heart.
Fucking God, dude. That's the worst. Wait a second. I got to see that again. That is incredible. You're holding somebody's heart. It already crashed in a helicopter. You're carrying it.
Here, man.
You're the guy with the
Suddenly hits his
ball.
piece of metal on the
Oh!
ground and drops the heart.
Oh my
Unfortunately,
God.
right there you see they rush over to get that organ and
Pick
they're
up
gonna
the
try to
heart
save
off
it
the
and bring
ground.
it back inside. But boy, what a moment there. And
It's covered in dirt and sand now. You know, that's no problem. It's, you know, we'll wash it off, right? Yeah, 5-second rule, of course.
as that happened, you see the man's got the heart there in his possession.
He's got the-
Again, they're trying to take it inside just as soon as they can for this transplant.
It's like the
operation.
worst Super Bowl
Once again,
ever.
This is a helicopter, a medical transplant helicopter, a transport helicopter rather. Based out
These
of
guys
Van
are your
Nuys.
doctors. Now that same guy who slipped and fell, he's going to be putting that heart into you and sewing you up. Do you trust him? Well, you know, quit playing games.
Flew out of Gillespie
with
Field.
my
This
heart.
heart came from Sharp Grossmont Medical Center in La
It's
Mesa.
the greatest
up
thing
to
ever.
Keck, USC
Look at
there
these
in downtown
dummies.
LA. And again, we don't know the conditions of the people.
Great job,
that were
guys.
Inside that helicopter.
You know what? Maybe the person who, I hate to say this, God forbid, but you know, and God forgive me, but maybe the person who was supposed to get this heart was supposed to die. Like, what if this is like Hitler's heart right here?
Hits his piece of metal on the ground and drops the heart. Unfortunately, right there, you see they rush over to get that organ, and they're going to try to
I'm
save
sorry.
it and
It's
bring it
just,
back.
it's great. It is so funny. So, I don't know. Wanted to share that with you guys. You are, what can I tell you? You guys are angels. Every single one of you. The apple of my eye, the apple of my pie. Billy Tucci says, "Oh my God, heartbreaking. Thanks for $10, Billy." It is literally heartbreaking. That's what heartbreak is, right there. I think. I don't know. I wouldn't know whether to laugh or cry. I guess if that heart were coming to me, I guess I would laugh and then die. Like, at least I'd get a good laugh out of it right before I died. 200 Watt Studio says, should have sent them to the Marx Brothers. I agree. Jameson Jones says, is warts and all the only chance to get the clothing? No, we will be putting the clothing on eBay as well. I have to order a certain number, like a minimum order quantity of the clothing. I will have it in house, and we will be sending it to people via eBay. All right, let me see here. We got a couple more super chats. Pete Callan says, my guess is Sal is being held captive by the Vespis, and they'll brainwash him to fight Cyberfrog. With your writing style, that would be super emotional. Wait and see. 200 Watt Studio says, that Death Sting cover be a great beach towel. Can you imagine that if we made a beach towel of it? Fizz Giggity says, I need your jacket. Good job getting fit. Thank you, Fizz Giggity. Thank you, Piper. Vic is here. He says, look up Daniel Kid Poker Pro card player. His hair, he went from Woody Harrelson in Kingpin to, I don't know, John Malin with no beanie. How about that? Dilla Draw says, I challenge you to a Peloton showdown. Well, I'll tell you something. My name is Cyberfrog on Peloton. So, you know, if you are, you can see it's me. It's got my all caps comics logo. I was doing my exercise today, and somebody, like, you can see other people who are exercising at the same time as you. I think that's the way it works. But there was a guy named Comic Book Guy, and I went, oh, you know, I wonder if that's someone that I know. But you know, I'm still working out. That was my third workout on my Peloton. I'm going to be doing it every single morning now. I'm pretty excited. Antoine Dennison, thanks for $2. He says, damn, it feels good to be a gatester. A comics gatester. Yeah, absolutely. It does, brother. Thank you, everyone. Read all the super chats. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm getting back to work. I don't want to do too long of live streams. I want to keep my channel. If you guys were here at the beginning, you understand I'm trying to fix my channel. My channel is being dragged by YouTube. The way to do that is just to continue to do short videos, which I will do. I will do live streams, but they're going to be brief to keep up with you guys, and also short enough so that people can enjoy them without going, oh my God, it's 4 hours. I love you all very much. I really do. Thank you again for the support. Thank you for backing Cyberfrog. thank you a million times. Thanks for buying it on eBay. Thanks for supporting Rec Planet, warts and all. I hope I can count on you guys to support Rainbow Brute as well. I'm going to, I guess you know what, I might do a sign up. I might do an advanced sign up for Rainbow Brute with some kind of bonus trading card or something like that if you'd like. Yeah, I'm looking forward to launching Rainbow Brute. I'm getting myself pepped up for it. Again, Andrea just had to give me a pep talk. I'm like, I don't know. She's like, she's my wife, so she says nice things to me. I don't need to repeat them to you. I love you guys. I'll see you again soon. Find another Comicsgate stream. Support Comicsgate books. Back at Comicsgate book tonight. Make it maybe a goal to find a good one and throw some support behind it. You guys are the best. I'll see you again tomorrow with more videos. Watch the videos that I did today. Please hit like on them. Subscribe. Thank you again. See you later.